Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Dominic from the Primetime Treasure eBay store and YouTube channel. Hope you're all having a great day. I'm pretty excited. I'm pumped up. I just got back from the gym, had a good workout, and I'm ready to take this shirt that I purchased for just $1 and ship it out to someone from California who purchased it from me today for $45. It's very light. It's only going to cost a few bucks to send it out there. So overall, an amazing return on investment for this piece. If you want to learn more about this piece, I have it featured as the Be on the Lookout item of the day or the BOLO of the day at my Facebook group, which is the Facebook Reselling Resource Center, and that is linked down below if you want to join. But this piece is not actually what I want to talk to you about today. Not really. What I want to talk to you about is how I avoided a potentially bad situation with a prior person who made an offer on this item. Last week, someone made an offer for $30 on this item. Now, that's not a terrible offer. Again, I had it at $44.99, buy it now, or best offer. So the person again made the offer of $30. Now some of you might say, well, you should just accept that offer of $30. That sounds pretty good. And after all, it wouldn't be bad if I accepted it necessarily because again, I only purchased it for $1. So if I sold it for $30, couple bucks shipping, that's still a very nice profit. However, I do my research on my items and I know based on prior sales of shirts like this from Guatemala that even when they're pre-owned, $44.99 is a fair price, especially when compared against similar type of items that are up for sale right now. So I researched my completed sales data and what my current competition is on this. So I knew what I had it for was a competitive price. So normally what I would have done in this situation, $30, I would not have considered it a lowball offer, but I would have counter offered the person and be willing to try to make a deal, see if we could negotiate in some way. However, I didn't even bother counter offering the person, and what I did was I just flatly declined them and refused to have any further kind of discussion or interaction regarding the item. No comments, nothing like that. And the reason why was not because of the number that the person offered, it's because of the comment that the person made when submitting their offer. If you submit an offer, you are allowed to make some type of comment to the seller, and the seller can make a comment back to the buyer. And what the person wrote was just 2 words, but had an exclamation point at the end, which was, "It's used!" exclamation point. In other words, basically what the person's telling me and yelling while saying it in the communication is, your price is way too high, it's a used item, and that's why I'm offering you $15 less. So when somebody is that socially inept to basically start a negotiation off by yelling, and essentially telling the person that you're charging too much for the piece, that is a red flag that this is a person that's going to be a problem down the road. What do I mean by a problem? Most likely the person is going to make up some type of reason to try to return the item, but not really. They'll say they want to return it, but they actually will really try to get a full refund while still trying to hold on to the piece. So that's one thing. Sometimes people like this will try to scam you by initiating a return. You accept the return and then they send you back something that is not actually what you sent them. So they send you like some other type of t-shirt or something like that. And sometimes even when you argue with eBay about this and try to appeal with eBay, eBay still winds up siding with the buyer, which is obviously ridiculous, but that is something that happens. So if you want to try to avoid putting yourself in those situations, what I would tell you, if you see kind of a red flag like that, which is that, because it's not something that people normally do. People normally will not start off a negotiation by making some type of comment like that. Normally they'll say something like, you know, hey, I'm wondering if you could accept my offer. I know it's a little bit low, or, you know, is this the best, you know, is that the best you can do? Could you work with me a little bit? That's how you start off a negotiation, not "it's used!" exclamation point. And of course it's used. It's advertised as used, and it's used because it was made decades ago, again, in the actual country of Guatemala. So basically, that's my little tip for you today, is that if somebody starts off a negotiation yelling at you, or even if it's not yelling, they're just saying something insulting, saying something sarcastic, just don't bother having any further interaction with the person, and just automatically decline it. I'm not saying you need to block the person, but I'm just saying decline it and just wait for the next person to come along who's going to purchase the piece. So sure enough, a couple of days later, or a week later, someone else comes in and buys it at the buy it now price, $44.99. I'm going to send it off to that person, and I highly doubt there's going to be any problem. So that's based on my experience with just doing eBay for a long time and interacting with buyers all over the place. So I hope you find that little tip helpful, and if you have other kind of red flags that you look for to make you kind of say, I'm going to kind of shy away from this buyer and not sell to them, let me know that down below in the description section. I recently had seen another seller who had an interaction with a buyer, and the buyer was basically arguing with them about their price when they were negotiating back and forth, and saying, why are you being such a pain? Why, saying this to the seller, why are you being so annoying in terms of not willing to give it to me at the price that I want? When that's another sign that there's going to be a problem. And sure enough, the person gave in and sent the person the item for the price that they wanted, and then the person tried to initiate one of these returns. So that's just a sign you're going to have a problem. So when someone's just kind of being coming across as disrespectful, sarcastic, yelling, that sort of thing, just stay away. That's my advice. And just wait for the next person who's not going to be like that. Again, if you want more information about this item and why you should be out on the lookout for it with a lot more detail than I provided in this clip here, come again to the Facebook Reselling Resource Center. This is featured as the Be on the Lookout item of the day. I do this every day, featured item. So if you think that would be helpful for you, and I know many people do, come by and check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. It's free. All you have to do is just hit the join request, and I will let you in. Make sure you hit the like button if you like this video, and make sure you subscribe to this channel to help me get up to 200. Trying to cross that threshold will be a cool number to hit. So if you're watching these videos and you like it, make sure again you hit that subscription button. For me, it's that little treasure chest that pops up towards the end. Just hit that, or when the video is over, you just hit the subscribe button somewhere on the channel. I'm going to link to the video where I found this at the haul. It's at about the 10-minute and 30-second mark, so just go straight to that if you want to see it. And I thought it'd be cool to kind of show you, things that sell from the haul video. So with that, I'm gonna go pack this up and see y'all at the next video. Take care, everyone.